All right, let's get into the Sabres 5-1 victory over the Washington Capitals. Yeah, good job, Washington. If you asked me to pick out the Capitals' best player tonight, I would have no answer for you. And that, I think, is the best descriptor of how the game went tonight. Pretty much every single Washington Capital played pretty bad, and pretty much every single Buffalo Sabre played pretty good. 5-1 victory is the icing on the cake as far as showcasing what went on in the first Niagara Center tonight. I thought that some of the comments that went over before the game by Bruce Boudreau were interesting. He said that playing with as many injuries as the Sabres have is sustainable in the short term because those guys will play hard, wanting to stay up in the NHL, wanting to prove themselves, and they'll play above themselves for a little bit, but eventually things come back down to earth. And I think we've kind of seen that off and on a little bit with our rookies. Certainly, they've done a good job of getting on the scoreboard. I think every single call-up, except for McNabb, has a point, at least 1 point this season. So it's good to see those guys contribute. It's good to see them playing. I thought a really smart game. I commented on Twitter late in the third period. McNabb made just a bad cross-ice pass that was picked off in the neutral zone, and I said, that might be the first rookie mistake that we've seen all night, and on a team with that many new faces, that's definitely a good thing to be able to say. Really just played a smart, simple game, did not at all look like rookies, and that bodes well for the future because I think the Sabres slate of opponents is not full of too many good teams. Unfortunately, I don't have my calendar up past November, but I know they've got the Islanders coming in on Tuesday, and certainly the Islanders have not played well at all this year. It would be great to see them at least play 500 hockey for a little while and hopefully start to build momentum when some of the injured players start returning. I'll go right into my 3 stars and 1 black hole because I really don't think more than 1 player merits a black hole tonight. The 3rd star, and I said I was going to wait until he had a multi-point game, but he played probably his best game of the year tonight. Ville Leino, just really, the score sheet does not show how well he played tonight. I thought he had a bunch of scoring chances that he generated. He actually had a few pretty good shots on net, I thought, that Okun either stopped or that he put wide. And hopefully that we see more of that and less of what we've been seeing in the future. The 2nd star, I think I'm going to give to every single new face on the Sabres, including some that have 2 or 3 games behind them. And I'll just try and run through the numbers here real quick. That would include TJ Brennan, who had a fairly invisible night, which is a good thing for a defenseman. Added 2 hits himself. Running right down the line, Zach Kassian notched his first NHL goal. On top of that, he was 2nd on the team tonight with 5 hits. Brayden McNabb, like Brennan, played a pretty solid, unspectacular, and I mean that in a good way, game. And interesting thing to note, he led the team in hits with 6, and he also led the team in takeaways with 3. And those are beautiful numbers for a defenseman, and that he did them in 13:42 of ice time is even better. Paul Shihura is next on the list, maybe the Sabres' best player tonight. Had 2 assists, just looked like a force forechecking all game. +2 on the night, 3 shots on goal. Not bad outing for Shihura. Who doesn't even have a position listed on ESPN.com. He's listed as just a generic forward. And what the hell, we'll throw Corey Tropp in there, who just had the even keel night that we've come to expect from Corey Tropp, an even rating, not flashy, but solid in all phases. First star, boy, I think we've got quite a few players we could give this one to. Again, I'm just going to run down the list and throw some numbers at you. I'll give a piece of it to Christian Ehrhoff, who had 2 assists. Definitely his best game of the year. It was a +2, 3 shots on goal, 27-32 in ice time. Absolutely insane from Christian Ehrhoff. Marc-Andre Gragnani, a nice, solid bounce-back game after a few rough outings. Didn't have any points, but was a +2, and finished right behind, well, almost right behind. Christian Ehrhoff was second on the team, 24-17 in ice time. Pretty good game from Gragnani after a pretty bad outing last night. What the hell, we'll throw Jochen Hecht in there, who had a breakaway goal. I believe his second point of the season since coming back. Was also 7-5 on faceoffs. Not too shabby night for Jochen Hecht. Who else we got? Jordan Leopold, again, no points, but a +3, 23 minutes of ice time. Nothing but solid from Leopold. And last but not least, Andrej Sekera, no goals, 1 assist, +3. Great outing by Sekera. And that will end the 3 stars of the game. The one black hole I'm going to give to Derek Roy, who looked like a chicken running around with his head cut off for a lot of the game. Didn't contribute positively, really, in any way. Was 5-10 on faceoffs. 16-12 in ice time. Did not like Roy's game at all tonight, but we'll just leave him with that 3rd black hole and call it a night. See you guys in the building on Tuesday against the Islanders.